Hello everyone and welcome back to Crafting with Amy. I'm Amy and today I have a Deco Mesh bunny wreath. And my microphone wasn't working. I was talking as I was doing this. And then I learned when I went to edit that it wasn't working. So I have pink and it's 6" by 9 foot, I think, Deco Mesh from Dollar Tree, pink and blue. I start out using the zip ties or cable ties, but I switch to the pipe cleaners. And then that is a 12" wreath frame. So you see me, I'm talking with my hands because I think I was talking during this. Sometimes my microphone, unless I select while I'm talking for it to use my webcam microphone, it doesn't work. So I'm just showing you here that this is in fact a 12" wreath frame. And I realized that the little bracket thingies were on backwards, but it doesn't matter. And everything in this one came from Dollar Tree. But I was so proud of myself. I'm like, yeah, I'm talking while I'm doing it. And then I went to edit and there was nothing. So what I'm going to do is I have 4 rows. Well, I had 1 extra row of the blue. I don't know why. But I only had 2 of the pink. But I'm going to take them and do the poof method, or I think that's what it's called. I'm not worried about the ends being, and there it goes, it's flying away on me. The ends being even or anything like that. You're going to need wire cutters or scissors. You can use you could use scissors on the zip ties, but it's best to use wire cutters for the pipe cleaners. So I'm putting these together. And just scrunching it up. And then I attach it at a bracket. It doesn't matter which one. And I use a zip tie for this. I have to keep checking because sometimes I forget it has to go, or I don't pay attention and it has to go into the flat side. I wasn't going to do any more Easter. And I thought, well, I've had this sign since last year, I think. The sign that I put on it. And that's a whole different story of what I attempt to do with it. And then I changed my mind. Because for my next video, what I want to do is Cricut DIYs, or showing how to do Cricut. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to keep them both together and measure to 10 inches and then just grab it. I couldn't get the zip ties tight enough for some reason. Those came from Walmart. So that's the only thing I think in this, maybe the pipe cleaners, that didn't come from Dollar Tree. But I'm not feeling the greatest in the world. I'm hoping I don't have the flu again. But I'm aching all over and sore throat. So I've always gotten the flu vaccine, and this is I've had it 2 times so far in a year. So apparently the kind I got wasn't included in the vaccine, because I hadn't had it for like 20 years. Okay, I'm not finished with that. I was just showing you. That's what I'm going to do, is pull out pull one to one side and the other color to the other side. It's not wanting to cooperate with me, or I'm not wanting to cooperate with it. Kind of limited on what you can do with Dollar Tree Mesh. Excuse me. Because it is it frays a lot. Sometimes it's mangled in places. You just don't know what you're going to get until you start working with it. But I plan on doing like videos on how I've been wanting to do it, like how to make stencils with a Cricut, and how to make transfers and iron-on. So I'm alternating. When I pull out one side, the next time I pull out the other side. But again, I'm not through poofing it up. I'm just trying to give you an idea. And I just keep pushing it up. And at some point I switch to the pipe cleaners, because it's just, I can get it tighter. I end up using 4 rows in total. So I'm just measuring it again. It doesn't have to be exact. Excuse me. I'm gonna end up losing my voice, I'm afraid. Just trying to get it straightened out where it's not mangled. I didn't realize Easter was coming in March this year, because sometimes it comes in April. So it will be here before we know it. So if one time I pull the pink out one side and the blue out the other side, and then just alternate back and forth and keep pushing it. So you just continue doing that. And now I have, I'm getting ready to attach 2 new rows. And I'm just showing you that I switched to the pipe cleaners or Chanel stems, fuzzy sticks, whatever they call them in your area. We always called them pipe cleaners growing up, but I'm just attaching it the same way as I did the first, but I'm using the pipe cleaner. And I forgot again, if you make something like this, before you put anything on your wreath form, if you will measure, like if you want to use poster board, felt, whatever, to protect your door or wall or whatever you're going to put it on, just measure the outer part and then that inner circle. And then once you're done with everything, put your hanger on, then you can put that on the back. And I always forget that. And I usually have more. I may have one up there. I usually have more than one. No, I think that one's smaller. But I can still take felt and attach it. And just cut around it. You can also, if you want, add a dot of glue down there to better secure them. But I had purple also. I could have done 3, I guess. That would have been smart. Because I don't know why I had more blue than pink. So I normally try to get the same amount. Man, it was like 20 something here this morning. 20 degrees, cold. We had really bad storms last week. Hail. It got really warm, and then, I mean, winds. We didn't have any damage, but a lot of places did. I mean, even close to us, like trees down and stuff. And as you can tell, I haven't changed my camera setup. I'm kind of torn. Excuse me. Because if I put it up above, then I've got the issue of if I have something that needs to be done, like this would be a perfect project for having up above, but other things you need it coming from this angle. So this is some tulle, and it's 10 inches. It's 6 inches wide by 10 inches long is how I had cut it. And this doesn't ravel, but I got it last year, and I cut a whole bunch because I thought I was going to do a whole wreath. I end up not using that ribbon, but I need something to fill in places, and it's so thin. I'm trying to decide if I want to do that or if I want to take some more mesh, like the blue and then maybe the purple, and add in some different folds. But I end up going with that, and I used 2, but I cut a bunch. I cut all of it that I had last year, and ended up not using. There I am talking with my hands. I really think I'm talking, and I was. So for these, I'm going to use longer pipe cleaners because I need it to go down into that, all that mesh. You can't even hardly see it there. I've put one in right there. And then I just alternate colors and alternate where I put them. Who knows what I'm saying? So now I have 2 of them, and I'm just scrunching it up the middle. And this, like I said, it doesn't ravel or anything like that. But it's really sheer, and it has a snowball. I think they call it that, snowball. I've gotten poly burlap that has that snowball effect for a Christmas tree before, and I loved it. And these eggs, they're from last year. I'm going to add those on for embellishments. So now I've just placed them where I want them. I made a few bundles of those and placed those down in there. And my camera had frozen up, so I had to cut that footage out. The last video I did, I had left my camera going and didn't know it, and I was like, why is this so long? Yeah, but it didn't freeze up. So I'm putting those on top of those little bundles of tulle, and they've got these little, I guess they're supposed to go on a little Easter tree or something. They've got little ribbons in them, so I just pull those out and glue them. Yeah, I'm going to lose my voice. These things get big when you put that on there. And then I took this bunny, and I guess I lost most of that. I reconstructed it. And then I changed my mind and went back to how it was. So there is the finished product, and it's kind of slanted because of the shelf I have here. It has different hangers on it. But you'll have to let me know what you think, and be watching for my next video. I am going to do some Cricut, how to do Cricut things. So thank you all for watching, and y'all have a happy Easter.